my dreams I said I know it. In my dreams I said I know it. In my dreams I said I know that I can. So baby, please don't let me blow. Baby, please don't let me blow. You can't do this, but I know that I can. You gotta do this from the heart. You won't do this, you won't start. I just gotta play the cards in my hand.
Alright guys, so we have some things to talk about today. I know I just recorded the video. I'm dropping the 150 shot in the car, and you know, we thought, hey! So I know you guys thought, you know, the 150 shot was all good and everything like that. So I mean, I really did too. You know, Phil dropped the new tune in the car, and everything was good on it and stuff like that. And you know, so I thought we were all good. So I set up some races, and you know, you guys know I was supposed to race that Mustang A10. That didn't end up happening, so I ended up racing my homeboy Josh. You guys remember Josh with the V1. So we started, you know, we set up a race with him, and we went and raced and everything like that. And he has a new setup, so he's not on the 150 shot anymore, how he was before. I'll post up clips like when we were racing before.
Previously on 4.6Chris.
So we went and raced and everything like that. I, you know, checked the bottle pressure, everything was good, purged it out. So when we like lined up to race and everything like that, we took off, and he's NA, like I said, so I'm supposed to be on the 150 shot. So we ended up taking off, and he just straight really gaps me. So I'm like, what is going on with the car? And you know, we did a couple of runs. When I first took off, it kind of bogged a little bit, so I thought, you know, maybe the line wasn't purged enough. And so we took off, you know, did the race. We did like 3 or 4 runs, and you know, it just wasn't hitting. He was just straight gapping me every time. So our homeboy Eli was there, and he has like a bolt-on Trailblazer SS. I think it has an LS2 in it. And you know, we raced him too, and he ended up dragging me by like a car. With the 150 shot, this car should be making 430, 440 to the tire easily. So once he gapped us, you know, I was just like really confused, and I didn't know what was going on. So I got back to the house. I told Josh, like, something's wrong, the car's hurt, or it's either not spraying or something. But me and Phil were like very, very sure that it was spraying, man. But the only thing I can think of on why we thought it was spraying when it wasn't was because the last time I used nitrous on this car was when we were at the track, and that was like, I don't even know how long ago that was. I need to check my phone real quick. Okay, so that was like 6 months ago. It's been 6 months since I felt the nitrous hit in the car. So I guess Phil's tune was really just that spicy that, you know, it felt a lot crazier. And that's crazy because I think he took out 6 degrees for the 150 shot. So it's low on power, but it still felt like literally crazy. So yeah, man, we came to the conclusion. I came home, I took the bottle out of the car. I bought a scale literally just for the nitrous, and pulled the nitrous bottle out. I weighed it and everything like that, and the bottle literally was only missing 1 pound of nitrous. So me and Phil tuned it. We did like maybe 4 hits. When I raced that night, I raced Josh and Eli. Me and Josh hit like 3 hits, and then I did another hit with Eli. So that's a total of almost like 8 or 9 hits with the car. So yeah, it should be missing a lot more nitrous than that. So I figured out that, you know, it wasn't spraying at all. That's why, you know, I kind of went out on a limb with this M2MB watt box. The main reason why I got the watt box was because I wanted a 2-step off the line, you know, to make more I wanted more consistent times, you know what I mean, coming off the line, and you know, just setting that RPM, you know, it could help you out a lot. But that's the main reason why I got this N2MB watt box, right? So so I figured I'd switch over to the watt box and you know, use their nitrous controller that they offer. And you know, so I went out on a limb like that. I got rid of the window switch that I bought from Nitrous Express, and I used their window switch from N2MB, and you know, I've been having trouble with it ever since. So I reached out to N2MB and I was like, hey, look, this thing's not spraying. This is how I wired it up. Is everything good? What do you guys recommend? And they actually told me that I wired it wrong. So I was like, okay, can you guys tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong? I sent them the diagram on what I did. You know, so they sent me a re-diagram. They told me that I need to wire this wire to this wire. I'll put all the, you know, the diagram pictures up if you guys like really care, or you guys want to see what it is or whatever. But yeah, man, so I rewired it exactly how they wanted to. I literally cut my whole nitrous system up. I'll show you guys right now. I cut all my nitrous wires up. This thing was all nice and tidy before, and I took the relay out, tied these wires together like how they wanted, and this green wire is going to the nitrous solenoids over there. White wire is going to the nitrous controller itself, and yeah, man, that orange and red wire are going to the watt box itself. So you guys can tell, I was at this thing all day, man, from the morning all the way out to the afternoon. That day I literally got fed up. The sun was going down. I literally just threw all the tools in here. You guys can see, man, the whole interior is torn apart. And you know, I was really rewiring this whole thing, just trying to get the nitrous setup ready. So we weren't able to fix it. You know, I was reaching out to them, going back and forth, and they were emailing me after hours. You know, I really appreciate that of them on the customer service side of it. But I was emailing them for like 2 or 3 days, man, and just it wasn't working. So I ended up telling them like, yo, can I just get a refund, because obviously I wired it just like how you guys wanted me to wire it. I mean, I wired up their watt box, and the watt box comes with 8 or 9. Now I'm probably over exaggerating, but you guys know I literally made a video on it. But the watt box comes with all these wires right here, all these wires, and this nitrous add-on literally has only 2 wires to it. So I'm like, look, I literally wired all those wires, you know, and everything works good with the watt box. It's just the nitrous controller is not working. And even Nitrous Express's window switch, it comes with like 6 wires you have to wire in, and you know, I wired that one really fine the first go. So me, to be honest, I literally think it's just a hardware problem. So I just wanted a refund on it. It's $65. You know, they ended up telling me that they couldn't do it. They'll replace it. And I'm like, look, I already tore my whole thing apart. I literally don't want to do this anymore. And if you guys are anything like me, I literally just get frustrated, and I don't want to mess with something after like 2 or 3 tries of, you know, trying to make it work. So I'm like, look, the nitrous was working fine before. I changed up my system and stuff like that. So they ended up telling me that they can't do anything about it. They wanted to exchange it, and I'm like, look, I'm done. So today, man, we're gonna be just taking the watt box out, and you know, the car's not gonna have a 2-step anymore. So I'm going back to my old setup. Shout out Nitrous Express, man, always coming through. Huge help, you know, for the channel and everything like that. They're an amazing sponsor. I reached out to them. I told them everything that's going on with N2MB, and I was like, they're not helping me out at all. And before, when I had all of your guys' stuff, you know, it was working fine. So I was like, would you guys mind sending me out another window switch and another relay? Because honestly, this relay, I literally tore it apart. You guys can tell, literally. So I'm literally gonna have to rewire the whole car again, which is probably gonna take like a whole day's worth of work. But you know, it's fine. I know you guys want to see what the car can do on a 150 shot, and you know, honestly, I do too. But it's been to a point with the car already where I've been thinking about really just turning it back to like street car, and because right now it's drag mode. It's honestly drag mode, and like it's really gutted and everything like that. And I just miss driving the car every other day, or like, you know, on the weekends and stuff like that, having a clean interior. And I didn't even show you guys. I literally bought a whole Cobra interior for the car, and you know, I was gonna redo that. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that already. But if you don't, go follow me on Instagram. But I literally got this hookup. Right here on these Cobra seats, man. They're kind of, you know, in bad shape, but I got them for free, so it wasn't a bad pickup after all. And you know, I got the back seats over here, so I plan on redoing these, you know, making them real nice and turning the car back to a street car. But I wanted to see what it could do on a 150 shot, and you know, I was really hoping that we could get the 2-step to work, because you know, with a 2-step we could cut down our times and, you know, get a way better 60 foot than, you know, me just modulating the throttle by itself. but obviously, you know, N2MB is not helping out at all. And it's kind of hard, you know, with nitrous, because when you're full throttle on the gas and you know, you're using an RPM switch or a window switch, the window switch goes off of wide open throttle and RPM. So you guys can tell if, you know, your wide open throttle at the line is gonna start shooting major fireballs, and that's not a good thing. So if you guys want this watt box after I pull it off, you know, I'm gonna sell it for like 150. I'll ship it to you guys for 150. I don't have a problem with the watt box. It was literally just a nitrous switch, wide open throttle, no lift shifts, two-step, you know, everything literally works as it should. I wired it in exactly how they wanted me to, and you know, it worked fine. So I mean, it's just not gonna work for my system anymore. So if you guys want it, you know, you guys can hit me up at 4.6Chris on Instagram or 4.6Chris at yahoo.com. 150, $150, and you know, I'll ship it out to you guys or whatever. So I'm gonna get to work on that right now. Just rip everything out of the car, and yeah, Nitrous Express said they're gonna send me another window switch, another relay. Should be here within a couple of days. And if you guys want me to make a video on that, you know, just please let me know. I'll for sure do that for you guys if you want. But yeah, man, we're gonna be back on the old setup, so modulating the throttle at the line, but the nitrous is gonna be spraying this time. So I'm really excited to see what it actually does, because you guys were tripping when I posted the speedo video, and you know, it was pulling hard, and that was really NA. So that CTSW race, it should be making like 430, 450 to the tire, and I'm not sure how much that Trailblazer is making, but you know, you guys can tell, like, that CTSV has an LS3 in it, the Trailblazer has an LS2. They are heavier cars than mine, but you know, for only 280, maybe 290 horsepower now with Phil's saucy tune, it held its own. So with the 150 shot, it should be pulling a lot harder. So yeah, guys, we're gonna end up just pulling this whole thing out right now. I'm gonna make it all nice and tidy for whichever one of y'all want to you know, have the box or whatever. And yeah, man, I just wanted to make this video today and tell you guys that, you know, I had a confession, and that the car was not spraying the whole time that I thought it was spraying, which is, it's kind of embarrassing. But it was a little bit of time since I hit a nitrous hit, but yeah, we'll get through it. I haven't messed with the car in like 3 days after I figured out, you know, that this thing was not working, and you know, being under the dash, wiring everything, and just, you know, I just got frustrated with it, so I just left it alone. But ready to come back to it now. We're gonna get rid of everything, and yeah. Alright guys, so just like that, watt box is removed. I literally removed it in probably like, wasn't even 30 minutes, right? 15-20 minutes. The whole thing's out. I heard some people online talking about once they removed the watt box, the car wasn't starting and everything like that. So, you know, I removed it, checked everything out, everything's all good. All the wires are still intact. I didn't cut all the wires down because, you know, the way I ran them, there were some places where I didn't, you know, need to run it far because I already had some wires already there for that one. Like the RPM signal, I used the wire that came off the watt box. That came off the RPM switch before. So I used that wire. So instead of trimming the wire, I saved it for this reason, just in case I ever had to sell it. You know, you guys wouldn't have to extend the wires or anything. So only wire that I really trimmed was the clutch wire, but it was probably not even a foot of wire. So, you know, all the wires are still intact. If you guys want this thing, watt box cable, and this is the window switch wire that obviously didn't work for us. So, I mean, if you guys want it, you know, hit me up. You know, if you guys want to try to figure it out for yourself. But as far as the watt box and the wires go itself, man, everything worked perfect with the watt box. I will sell the box and you know, everything that comes with the box as if you guys bought it brand new. You know, this thing just sat inside the glove compartment, so you guys can tell this thing is literally, it's mint. You know, there's no reason to be taking it out and in, so it looks good. Everything works as it should. I would take 150 ship, like I told you guys. If you want this, hit me up. You know, you guys know my my app for my Instagram and email. So yeah, man, that's gonna be all for today. Was just removing the watt box today. I wanted to tell you guys that, you know, the car wasn't spraying the whole time. So Nitrous Express already has my thing shipped out, so we should be having it here in a couple of days. So if you guys want to see that, like I said, let me know in the comments. And you know, we're gonna install this thing and actually go for the 150 shot hit. Phil said the tune's good. There's negative 6 degrees out at watt. The wideband is reading like 11.8, 12.2. So he said it's good. So as soon as we get the window switch back on, man, we're gonna go make a hit in Mexico, and everything should be good to go, man. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's your boy 4.6Chris. We'll see you guys next time. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. Later, man. Peace.
I am, girl, in my dreams I said I know it. In my dreams I said I know it. In my dreams I said I know that I can. So baby, please don't let me blow it. Begging, please don't let me blow it. You can't do this.